This is a 1950s drugstore or malt shop type of reach-in drink cooler. All metal all the way around, and no rust on the exterior. There is some minor surface oxidation on the interior cooling walls, but on the exterior, pretty much what you see is the overall state of the condition of the sheet metal. There are some areas where the paint has begun to rub off. Those areas are right here on this corner. On this back top-mounted door, it looks like someone may have attempted to restore this, and they started with this top door. Also, on this corner right here, it's begun. There's some considerable paint missing, and in front, right along the top edge, where the access door meets the main frame, there's also some red paint missing. Looking inside, there are 3 primary compartments, a right and a left. There's also a little small compartment here, which also houses the fan and the blower unit. It looks like water has at some point managed to rest inside these basins, and there is a thin layer of oxidation, primarily at the bottom. It may not show up, but each of my fingers has a little bit of rust on them. It probably could be cleaned out, I just haven't done so. The lid itself is basically 2 doors. They both flip up from either side. The front one lifts up in this manner, and the rear half lifts up in the same manner, revealing the same basin interior as well as the top of the blower unit. This aluminum panel is removable, which reveals inside the blower unit itself. Inside here is the fan, the blower motor, and right here is a thermostat. The thermostat is loose. It looks like someone had attempted to either replace it or do some work on it. The thermostat does work when it's plugged in, and when the dial is turned, it does engage the compressor. This top section here is removable. There's a pin inside a round cylinder on this side, as well as over here, and this top section, this top lid, basically just lifts right off. On either side are a bottle cap remover and dispenser. This one is here. This is the back of the unit, and there is a nearly identical one on the front, with the exception that it is painted half white. And these are both removable. They simply lift up and off for storage or for moving. And the rear one is removable as well. This measures about 44 inches wide by about 30 inches deep by about 37 inches high, and I'm guessing it weighs between 250 and 300 pounds. It took 4 people to hoist up into the back of a pickup truck. However, myself and another individual were able to lower it from the back of a pickup truck. Let's see, what else? There's very little rust on the exterior that I could see, which surprised me. I expected to see rust predominantly at the bottom, where you might expect water to leak out and cause problems. The only real rust that I see on the exterior is kind of around these handles here. This camera might not pick it up, but there is some very minor surface rust there, and some extremely minor surface rust around these 3 hinges up on top. Also, back here in the back, this panel right here is not original. It apparently was made at a later date, presumably very recently. I'm guessing that it was either lost and was not included with the cooler, and that it was made and painted red to match the unit itself. The power cord is included, obviously. However, it has begun to dry rot, and in a couple places there is a considerable deterioration. Right here is one section of about 4 inches long, and up here is another area where there's an obvious hole in the power cord itself. Nonetheless, when the unit is plugged in, it does fire up and the compressor does come to life. And I have another video which actually shows the unit running, and you can check that video as well. Overall, the condition of the cooler is exceptional for its age, with the exception of some expected surface abrasion and some marring of the surface. I think the unit is exceptional for being close to 50 years old.